we will be doing the 7-star selection today. Calculated Gambit. I believe that's Yelan's story. Now I don't know how long this will take. Let's go on a journey. Let's go on a journey. I just got some phone messages to reply to.
There's no such thing as pure freedom in this world.
Okay.
Even the
I'm
wind
back.
cannot blow on forever.
Ah, you're not wrong. There's always there's always something shackling us down. Oh, I didn't mean to turn it into I didn't mean to be so dark, but quoting Persona 5, the chains of society. Uncle Tien, we're here to chat with you.
Oh? What a lovely surprise. Welcome. Hoishin, why don't you go downstairs and get the shopkeeper to make us a...
Uh-huh.
I heard that you've been traveling all over the place recently. I would very much like to hear your adventure stories.
We're more concerned about your health, Uncle Tien.
Hoishin told you, didn't she? Don't worry. I'm quite all right. It's just the years gradually catching up with me.
Old
As I
age.
grow older, I'm starting to find that with many things, though the mind is willing, the flesh is weak. Especially recently, I've noticed a rather drastic drop. I am still very much in good standing as the Tianshu today. Nevertheless,
how difficult is it to transfer the Tianshu position?
I would assume quite difficult.
well, you see, the Tianshu is a rather unique position among the Liyue Qixing.
Okay.
Historically speaking, the Tianshu rarely appears in public. We stay behind the scenes, planning and giving advice. So a public selection process would not be suitable.
So it's sort of like Shadow from Eminence of Shadow?
We also want to keep any prospective Tianshu candidates free from influence by outside forces, so we tend to be as discreet as possible. For these reasons, the incumbent Tianshu typically recommends their candidate of choice.
So in other words, you pick someone, and then Lady Keqing, Lady Ningguang, and the other Qixing appoint them?
She did a really good job at pronouncing those names.
Correct.
Gotta say.
Unfortunately, due to my health,
Oh no.
I won't be
The
able
health.
to assess every candidate myself.
Ah.
Not to despair, however, because I found someone exceptionally capable to act on my behalf as assessment officer. In fact,
Oh, here she comes,
I'm
Yelan.
heartbroken. I thought it might take you a little longer than this to forget all about me.
No, of course we haven't forgotten about you, Yelan.
Yelan!
Jackpot. Uncle Tien here asked me to assess 3 candidates for him. Fancy joining me? You'll be among the first to get to know the next Tianshu. Might be
Ooh, making those sweet political connections. I think it's a good opportunity.
I think so too.
Yeah,
It can't be a
that
bad thing to be on good terms with a new Qixing, right?
Absolutely not.
Alright then.
All
Though,
right,
I gotta
let's
say,
do it.
Uncle Tien, you say you're into behind-the-scenes planning? My work's of the covert variety too. Don't you think I might make a good Tianshu?
Oh, hey, that's a pretty good suggestion, is it not? Yelan?
Huh? Yelan, you want to be the next
Yelan?
Tianshu?
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not opposed to the idea, but I suspect Ning. So, how about this? If you're investigating...
Oh, okay,
Well, you guys
okay.
take your
My
time.
vote goes to
Everything's
Yelan.
all set for the assessments to go ahead. Meet me on the first floor when you're ready. Until then, have a pleasant conversation. Oh, and no need to pay for your tea. As the new owner of this fine establishment, this runs
Wait,
on the
what? She
house.
owns a tea house? That's pretty cool. Like a front for espionage activities.
You're all set?
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
Uncle Tian seems really worn down. It's like all his energy's gone.
I mean, it didn't seem that bad. It didn't seem that bad. He looked pretty alright to me. He seemed really full of energy.
Yeah, it may sound harsh, but Uncle Tian is past his prime.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
not cut out for this anymore. So he's recommended 3 candidates. Their names are Qinwei, Mingbo, and Zhi.
Qingwei, Mingbo, Qi.
Qinwei is a wealthy entrepreneur. Mingbo works at the Liyue Ministry of Civil Affairs, and Zhi is focused on study and travel.
I mean, all of them
Try
sound
to keep
pretty
all that
good.
in mind.
Not as good
Of
as
course,
Yelan,
it
though.
doesn't really matter if you forget, since we'll be assessing them at Yuehai Pavilion in a short while.
Mm-hmm.
Tianwei, Mingbo, Ji.
Qingwei,
Paimon should be
Mingbo,
able to
Qi.
remember their names, but what does the assessment involve exactly?
Uh-huh.
Let's leave that until we get to Yuehai Pavilion. All right. Heads in the game, people. The stakes don't get much higher than a change in the Qixing. We can't afford to miss anything,
No matter how small.
Got it. We'll keep our eyes wide open.
Mm-hmm. Wide open. Wide open. Go to the Yuehai Pavilion to perform your inspection. Okay. Let's get the inspection going. Inspecting. Okay. Oh no, did I just fall?
My legs are getting sore. What is wrong with this assessment officer? This is a huge occasion and I don't even get a chair. I've dealt with all kinds of people in my time, but never have I been made to stand while I'm waiting for an appointment.
Oh, I mean, I
think it's fine.
That's called being complacent. If you're happy to just accept the way things are, you'll never be able to change anything in the future.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
come on. That's just... Now you're just...
All right, you two. Let's not get into a big argument over this. Qianwei, that was a bit uncalled for. And Mingbo, cut him some slack.
Yeah, come
We've
some
all been
slack.
standing around for a while. It's
Hello,
natural
Alice.
to be getting
Hello,
irritable.
Askajuro. Welcome to the stream. Nice to see you here.
Look,
Just doing
how about
Yelan's
this?
story.
There's no rule saying we're obliged to stand up while we wait, so why don't we borrow some chairs from the guild nearby?
Fine.
I hope
They're
your
not the best quality
2023
chairs, to
has
be
been
sure,
pretty good. I've been
but under
good.
the
I've been
circum-
good. I've been overeating on New Year's.
It looks like all 3 candidates have arrived.
Been having multiple feasts. It's those three.
We'll meet them formally soon.
I hope
Before
you've been
that,
eating as
let me
much as
run you
I
through
have
the
for New Year's.
I've split it into 2 stages. Current affairs and
Oh,
planning.
thanks for the
and
follow.
face-to-face interview. In the first
It's very
stage,
much
candidates
appreciated.
are required to submit a manifesto for Liyue's development. Writing a manifesto takes time, so I informed them of this requirement in advance. These are the reports they submitted.
I hope you enjoy the Genshin story and my song covers playing in the background.
It's also worth mentioning a stipulation I gave them. Whoever is appointed as the new Tianshu will be expected to implement their plan as put forward in their manifesto. Failing the occurrence of some cataclysmic event, they will not be permitted to change their plan. Therefore, these 3 piles of documents in front of
There's
us
still a lot of room
represent
for
where each
improvement,
candidate stands on
But
key
yeah,
policy
I try my
issues.
best.
There's still some time. Have a skim through, get a first impression of what each person's proposing.
Okay, get a first impression of what
I'll
each
be
person
waiting
is
off to the
proposing.
side. Just let me know when you're done.
Okay, we're checking the candidates. Wait, where are they?
Finished?
Almost.
No, not finished. Oh, there they are. The tree was blocking them, couldn't see. Okay, let's start off with Qianwei.
By the way, do you have any idea who the assessment officer is this time?
It is I, the assessment officer.
I'm not sure.
Me neither. They'd better get someone who knows what they're talking about,
Yeah,
though.
Yelan's pretty good. Yelan's pretty good.
By the way, do you have any?
Oh, it
me
goes to the
neither.
so it goes through the same conversation. Wait. Is this the manifest? Oh, okay. No, let's get in the roleplay and let's sit down and let's read through some manifestos. G's manifesto. G's manifesto covers domestic affairs, foreign affairs, and checks and balances all in great detail. The focus seems to be problem solving. It provides concise and clear solutions to various problems. It's so thick that you only have time to skim through it roughly. So Ji is very thorough, which is good. Details required where details required. It's always better to have detail than not have detail. Qianwei's manifesto addresses many commercial issues and provides some very penetrating analysis. What does penetrating analysis even mean? His view seems to be that regulations and incentives are both indispensable. What about Mingbo? What do you think, Mingbo? Domestic affairs quite comprehensively, focusing on people's livelihoods. The core principle seems to be the greater good means a world that works for everyone. Oh god, they all have their own merits. But they're all not perfect.
Finished, huh?
Everyone took it very serious.
Of
Yes,
course
yes,
they did.
of course they did.
They have the chance to be picked as the new Tianshu, so you can bet they're putting their best foot forward.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And keep in mind, whoever gets in has to execute their plan as written.
Mhm.
Nobody wants to have any regrets.
Nope, nobody wants to have any regrets.
That's for me to know and you to find out.
Oh,
We can talk more after the interviews.
okay, you want to play it that way? Okay.
We'll see the candidates now.
Uh-huh.
Let's do one at a time. Start with Qianwei.
Yep. Let's
Yes,
start with
ma'am.
Qianwei. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Okay.
Oh? So you two are the assessment officers, are you?
Yes, I
I
am.
assume that given the great import of this situation, Lady Ningguang would perhaps be assessing us in person. I certainly had. I trust you've read through my manifesto. I'd be more than happy to clarify any details you found difficult to grasp. It was written with an expert audience in mind.
Mind your tone, mister.
Hey, are you saying we're not an expert audience? Yeah, mind your tone, mister. Tell him, Paimon.
Relax. It wasn't intended as a personal slight against anyone in particular. I was simply stating a fact.
Oh, shit. You learned that from Cloud Retainer.
Cloud Retainer? You know this Adeptus?
Yeah,
Oh, yes,
Yeah,
I remember
Cloud Adeptus is like
now.
one of my
You
best
must be
buddies.
the
We're like
traveler
really
that
tight.
People are constantly talking of. With your sterling reputation, you must have a respectable level of erudition.
Erudition?
Perhaps
What's
you
that
will
word
be
even
able to
mean?
understand the concepts I have put forward. Yeah, although I shouldn't get my hopes up.
I'm gonna search up a dictionary. Erudition? Oh, okay. Okay. So it means the quality of having or showing great knowledge in learning. Okay. I learned something here today. Wasn't expecting to be learning English from Genshin Impact.
Oh, is it my turn?
Hey, Mingbo.
Yes. Please introduce yourself.
I'm, Mingbo. I work in
He
the
seems very
Ministry of
nervous.
Civil Affairs.
Hmm?
I've
Good-
worked
good
there
to
for,
know.
9 years, 5 months,
Oh my gosh,
and
9
3
years.
days. In that time, I've handled, 2,347
Oh, he remembers all that
cases.
detail? That is pretty amazing. That's pretty amazing.
I have 12 active cases at the moment. They should be concluded in
16 days.
16 days.
Wow, he
My
keeps
current work
track
is related to
like
urban planning, and
clockwork.
I'm also responsible for auditing the accounts. To be more precise, there are 3 parts to the
Oh my
accounts,
gosh.
namely.
Yeah, he's not very
know
good
what?
at public speaking,
Let's
but
leave the
he's into the
self-introduction
detail.
there and move on to some questions.
But I mean, the role was to operate in the background. So do you really need public speaking skills?
Oh, okay.
I guess to talk
Sorry.
to other leaders and such. But yeah, it's always good to have public speaking skills. What am I talking
Hello?
about?
Not gonna lie, I'm feeling a little nervous.
You didn't seem nervous earlier.
What would you like to know? You're here to assess me, so ask away and I'll answer your questions to the best of my ability.
Mingbo is my current favorite too.
Your manifesto is very wide in its
I didn't
scope,
really like the
but
first
you don't
one
seem
that
to be
much.
personally involved in many of the specific fields. How can you be sure that you have the ability to put your plan into action?
That was blunt.
Very
that was
fair
really blunt,
question.
Yelan.
I completely understand where you're coming from, but I'm confident in my plan. I've visited many different places, talked to lots of people with far more expertise than myself, and my manifesto is the conclusion of these efforts.
Yeah, the first one was very arrogant. The third one seems like it's a sort of
Of
balance
course,
between
two different
the two.
problems can be interconnected in very complicated ways, and you might reach 2 very contradictory conclusions depending on which one you're focusing on. What I've tried to do is strike a balance. In other words, present
Balance.
an optimal
There we go.
solution to all the problems as a whole.
How do you plan to determine whether you are right or wrong about your proposed solution being the optimal one?
A great question. Well, I'd start by having my colleagues and the secretaries of the Yuehai Pavilion evaluate any proposals before implementation.
Okay.
Post-implementation,
Thinking about the
it would
whole
all come down
chain.
to the results. If it turned out that my judgment was to blame for poor results, I would take
Thinking about
responsibility.
teamwork.
Nice answer. All right.
He seems like a great guy. Everything he said was thoughtful and logical, and
Yeah, I would
just
agree.
a
I would
pleasure
agree.
to listen to.
Here's my take on what we just learned.
I mean, all of them are nice and all, but Yelan herself is also a candidate, so like.
As you saw, Qianwei is highly knowledgeable. He proposes many excellent ideas in his manifesto which effectively target the big issues.
Uh-huh.
But he is very proud and incredibly stubborn. He
Oh,
doesn't
yeah.
care much about
Oh,
other
yeah.
people's feelings.
Yeah, we can't have someone like that being attention.
Mingbo's plan is more thorough and more measured. You can tell he's meticulous in his work,
Very meticulous.
detail-oriented. But he and Qianwei are otherwise polar opposites.
They are polar
Mingbo is not
opposites.
very articulate and comes across as very timid in conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect summary. Paimon couldn't agree more. You're good at this, Yelan.
Last but not least, Jur-E. His manifesto is full of pertinent details, his methodology is sound, and his proposals cover a broad range of fields, which is quite a rare feat. The depth he goes into in each and every area means it can only be a product of painstaking work. Plus, he is modest and good at dealing with people.
Okay.
But what really interests me is that many of his views happen to coincide with Uncle Tien's. Having someone like Jur-E take the position would certainly put Uncle Tien's mind at rest.
Okay, so...
We'll see.
Oh. Oh, wait. Is she not gonna recommend herself? I'm rooting for number 2 and number 3. And Yelan. They can't all 3 be chosen for the position, but... it's so hard to choose. Okay, Uncle Tian, what are your thoughts?
I see.
Oh, okay, he doesn't sound too
More
healthy.
or less as I anticipated.
All right, then let me ask this. The ideas in Jur-E's manifesto are very similar to your own. Is there any particular
Maybe
reason behind
Zhi
this?
was his student?
Oh, I didn't want to say anything when I gave you the list of candidates. For fear of affecting your judgment. But I can tell you now,
Okay.
those 3 candidates have all studied under me in the past. It's only natural that they share some similarities with
There we go. There we go. They were all students of Uncle Tian, and I'm coughing like Uncle Tian as well.
But
Shit.
Xin Wei went on to focus on his business, and Ming Guo has always been occupied with his work at the Ministry of Civil Affairs. Of all of them,
Okay.
Juri was with me for the longest duration.
Whoa! So how did you get to know them all, Uncle Tian?
Chen Wei was referred to me by an old friend. Ming Guo came to my attention in the course of my work.
Gee,
As for
pure
Juri,
happenstance.
that was pure happenstance.
Okay.
We
okay.
first met while fishing.
Fishing.
Gradually, as we got to know each other, we started discussing all sorts of topics.
I mean, those are the kind of like best friends that even I've had personally. Just meeting them randomly and
Juri
getting
came
along
from
like a house on
poor
fire,
family.
forging
His
those friendships for
parents
years
died
and
when
years.
He was very young, but he
Oh,
was
no.
a gifted student and a fast learner.
Oh, he's had a tragic past.
He reminded
He
me
sounds
of
like an
a
anime
younger
protagonist.
version of myself. So I started out giving him a few words of advice when we were out fishing and noticed how quickly he got on.
Sounds like he's family,
Quite.
actually.
And now, all of a sudden, he's grown into a mature young man. It's a joy to see, but it also gets one thinking.
You know, this might be a bit unfair, but Uncle Tian is like painting a very biased view for me, and I'm sort of leaning towards the
young are
third
growing
one.
up, and I am growing old. How time flies. No one can escape the cycle of life.
Not even Zhongli.
I don't know, Uncle Tian. You still seem in pretty good shape to me. You might have another few years of work left in you, don't you think?
Like Zhongli says, Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory?
Oh, you. There's really no need to console me. Having less energy than I used to isn't such a bad thing. It just means I finally have a good reason to retire.
I mean, sounds pretty good.
Spend my days doing what old men.
You've worked
Sounds
enough?
like
You want to
sure
just
love
retire?
fishing, Uncle Tian.
Ooh, there's nothing quite like fishing to pass the time. Ooh, and freshly caught fish, they make the most
Oh,
beautiful
fish
fish
soup.
soup with barely any preparation required.
Fish soup's so good.
Fish soup. Sounds tasty.
I gotta agree with Paimon here.
Doesn't it? Also,
Gee, but
some
it's a
time
very
ago,
special recipe.
Juri, when we've
Okay.
been fishing recently, Juri always brings some extra ingredients he prepared in advance. Oh, the addition of these makes the soup taste even more wonderful. That flavor
Juri
makes
sounds
for
like
a
his son.
fond memory.
So much
But at
choices.
my age, who knows how many more chances I have left to taste it again.
Very many chances, I'm sure of
Paimon
it.
come next time too. Paimon really wants to try it.
Of course you do, Paimon. Who else?
Let's get back to the matter at hand.
Let's start talking about
Uncle Tian,
fish and...
We've reported back. Do you have a verdict?
Uh-huh.
I appointed you as the assessment officer, and I trust your judgment. Had you not asked me why Juri's ideas were so similar to mine, I was not going to mention my history with any of them. This decision
Okay.
must be guided by what is fair and right.
right.
Please disregard all other considerations and make your final decision only after a thorough review of each candidate's talents and capabilities. Remember, you must be thorough.
Understood. Come on,
Yeah, okay.
let's go talk somewhere else.
I'm kind of leaning towards Juri, Mr. Number 3.
Bye-bye, Uncle Tian. Look after yourself.
See, Uncle Tian. Mingbo and Qingwei. Mingbo's pretty alright
So
too.
it's gonna
Qingwei
be
is
Juri, right?
not gonna be a good one.
His manifesto was written well, and he's the best speaker.
Easy. Let's not rush. There's no time limit for this assessment.
Yep. Can't rush into it for these things.
Huh?
Paimon is not a good
So,
assessing
are
officer.
you gonna give him more tests or something?
No, nothing like that. The assessment itself is complete. But let me give you a word of advice. Things are not always as they appear.
Does she has some sort of like dark past? Or not past. Dark double life or something like that, maybe? Yeah,
The
yeah,
biggest
that's right.
no-no in intelligence work is to only get information from the person of interest themselves. The truth is almost always hidden
Many
beneath
layers
many
of
layers
deception.
of deception.
Yeah.
You have to get information through many different channels.
You can tell from Yelan's years of experience.
For example, Wenyuan, Shanghua.
Who? Who's Wen Yan
Yes?
Shanghua? Oh, wait, where did they come from?
Lady Yelan, what are your orders?
Wow.
Who are they? Where did they come from?
That was my reaction too, Paimon.
Did they scare you? These two are Wenyuan and Shanghua. They work for me as my trusted assistants. They are always standing guard nearby. They also perform various assignments as required. Shanghua is a business expert who gets his information by trading. Wenyuan relies on word of mouth. And there's also Upei, who's not here right now.
Wu Pei.
That
So
meathead
it's
must
just
have been
tree
out there on
workers.
sea surveillance for some time now.
Meathead.
Is he all right?
Ouch.
I seem to remember that he can't swim.
Wait, what's he doing on sea if he can't swim? What's he doing sea surveillance if he can't swim?
Nothing can take that guy down. Certainly not a little wind and waves.
Oh.
Shanghua,
Sounds like
visit
the
all the
Ito
commerce
type.
guilds and look into Qianwei's background. Wenyuan, go to the Ministry of Civil Affairs and look through Mingguo's work file.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So what about Juri?
Okay.
Zhi, well, obviously as the most promising candidate, we will be investigating him ourselves.
Oh.
Let's go to the
Oh.
docks first.
Wait,
Lots
does
of
that
people
mean we'll be
passing through there.
stalking Jui?
You can find out all kinds of things.
Okay.
If we're looking for information, why don't we try talking to Blai, the owner of Wanyu Boutique? He does business at the North
Wait,
Wharf.
did-
Maybe he has some news for us.
Did Paimon come up with a good suggestion that's not food? Very impressive, Paimon.
That's actually
Very
not a bad
impressive,
idea.
Paimon.
Let's go in.
Okay, let's go have a look. Let's go have a look. Candidate analysis. Go to the North Wall.
Huh? What's Blai doing here today?
Oh?
Look, your asking price for this batch is just too high. I can't buy in at this price. How am I supposed to turn a profit?
Gotta be making them margins, you know?
Come on, hear me out. I'm telling you, this is the single best batch of Sunsetias ever. You
Single
won't find
best
anyone
batch.
who disputes that.
Okay.
I accidentally dropped one into a well, and even the water turned sweet.
Right.
Even so,
All right. I'll let you in on a little secret. The boss of Second Life also wants to buy from me, but I haven't responded yet. If you won't take him, I'll just have to partner with them instead. And not
okay.
Well, he wants to play that card.
When you put it that way, I'll accept your...
What? You took it hook, line, and sinker just like that?
Oh, what are you doing here? And to be clear, these Sunsetias are mine. I got to them first.
Yeah, I've got more than enough in my bag. Like, I got
How do you
hundreds.
feel about a guy called Juri? Have you heard of him before?
Juri? Yes, he's quite well known.
Oh. Sounds like Jiri has a pretty good reputation.
I've heard a story about him. They say he was born into poverty. His parents died when he was young, and he was treated
Oh,
cruelly
no.
by the local community.
He seems like an anime protagonist backstory.
One of his neighbors was terribly rude to him all the time, but Juri never retaliated. And when his neighbor went bankrupt, he even helped support the family.
Wow,
He returned cruelty
outstanding.
with kindness, injustice with peace offerings. A gentleman of talent and character, and... oh, how did I not notice him sooner? In fact, maybe I'm not too
Brand
late.
ambassador.
If I could hire
no,
him
no.
to be the brand ambassador for Wanyo Boutique.
We're hiring him first. But
He sounds like a decent man.
yeah, he does
can
seem like a
finally breathe
protagonist.
sigh of relief.
He does seem like a protagonist.
Why
He
are
has the
you
typical
asking
protagonist
about him
backstory.
anyway? You aren't looking for a brand ambassador too, are you? Well then, in that case, the higher bidder takes the... Ah, that's Jerry, right?
Oh?
Where?
It's him, all right. Looks like he's chatting with Yelan.
Who's Lin
Come
Long?
on, let's try not to let him see you.
Oh,
information
we
I'll
are
just go
stalking
and
him.
fetch an employment
Okay.
contract. And hey, don't try and cut me out of this. Hey.
I understand. Let's walk
Oh,
and
shit.
talk.
I gotta sneak, yeah? Okay. Sneaky sneak.
So, you were looking to buy a wineware set?
Hiding behind the pots. You can't see
now
me
I
behind
can
the
see that you're
pots.
connoisseur.
What's the hurry? Don't get too
What?
close, or he'll see you.
Oh no, I failed. He saw me behind the pots. No. Okay, let's try that again. I'm like
Try
no
not
good
to
at
let him see
stalking.
you.
Okay.
I understand. Let's walk and talk.
Okay. We'll stay at a distance. We won't go behind the pots, but maybe behind the barrel. No, barrel's too far.
So, you were looking to buy a
Well,
wineware
maybe
set? Oh,
out in the
now
open
I can
behind
see
him.
that you're a connoisseur, so I won't bother trying to con you. I trust you understand our shop quite well?
Okay. He isn't saying anything?
The truth is,
Okay.
an old friend of mine who likes to have a drink now and then,
Okay.
he fancies himself as a man of culture, but doesn't care for needless extravagance. So I thought I might buy him a set of high-quality fakes.
How very thoughtful of you. Leave it to me then. Come and collect it at Shigu Antiques whenever is convenient.
Is he talking about Uncle Tian? Sneaky sneak.
Thank you very much, Miss Linlong.
It's my
Okay.
pleasure, Mr. Juri. These days, it's quite rare for someone of your standing to still keep up with their old friends. It's nice to see.
Old friends.
I'll be sure to
Ouch,
pick out
poor
a
Uncle
good
Tian.
set for you. You can count on me.
Okay. Oh. I guess we didn't need to hide behind any objects. We just gotta follow real close.
Get along really well with everyone. Are you satisfied now, Yelan? Seems like everyone thinks Juri's a great guy.
I have a feeling, like Yelan said, there's more to it than what meets the eye. There's gotta be something,
We
some
shouldn't jump
dirt
to
about him.
conclusions just yet.
Yeah.
Let's go check out
okay.
the wharf where he usually goes fishing.
He seems a bit too squeaky clean, boys.
Wait, you're not just trying to dig up some dirt on Juri because you want to be Tianchi yourself,
I mean,
are you?
Yelan would never do that. Come on, Paimon.
Maybe I am, maybe I'm not. But hey, if I do become Tianshu, I'll look out for you guys.
Oh, she's not wrong. She's not wrong.
You'll be able to try all the finest food for free. How
Oh
does
no,
that sound?
that's gotta buy Paimon already.
Come on! Off to the South Wharf we go!
Oh, that was easy. Paimon's bought instantly.
Swarm Fury!
Is there like a shortcut over to the other side? Nope. Okay. Fine, I'll run.
Too slow.
Yeah, I know, Scaramouche. I mean, Keyboard. I did rename you, yeah.
Wind rises.
Okay, shortcut. Oh.
Yeah.
Ah. We are here. We have arrived at our
The wharf
destination.
is as busy as ever. I hear the anglers here sometimes sell their fish to the nearby fishmongers. Let's see what Uncle Soon has.
Hello, Uncle Soon? Uncle Soon, where are you? Ah, oh, I remember this guy. It was in one of the quests from way
Welcome.
back.
What would you like to buy today?
I hope that's not the same fish as the quest from way back. That would have been expired long ago. I guess it looks fresh. It looks fresh. It's fine. We can ask you about
Sorry
someone.
to interrupt. We're actually members of the Liyue Anglers Association, and we just wanted to ask a few questions about someone.
Nice quick thinking, Yelan. Liyue Anglers Association, the LAA.
We've heard about this young man called Jur-E who's supposed to be a fantastic fisherman. Just wondering if you happen to have heard of him?
Uh-huh.
Whoa! Yelan made up a whole fake identity. Without batting an eyelid.
I mean, she does work in espionage, so...
Ah, yes, Juri. He's been making quite a name for himself recently. I've got some friends who travel all over the place, and they tell me everywhere they go they meet someone who's heard of him.
Oh.
Apparently, he had a rather tough time growing up. Had to work several jobs alongside his studies to make ends meet.
Oh my
How
gosh.
does that saying go? What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Well, if there's anything to that logic, he's sure to be phenomenally successful one.
Yeah, we think so too.
But I'm afraid your Anglers
He seems-
Association might be in for a disappointment.
Wait, what? Oh. Yeah, okay. He's not gonna be an angler.
Oh? Why's that?
He's good at a lot of things, but fishing isn't one of them.
Oh.
He fishes at the wharf and sells what he catches to me on occasion.
Finally, some dirt. He's bad at fishing.
His catches are always mediocre. Not terrible, but equally nothing to write home about. If you're looking to recruit some new members, though, I do know a few top anglers I could put you in touch
no,
with.
no, that's all right.
That
That's all right.
sounds fantastic. I've got a couple of other things to attend to right now, though, so why don't I come back some other time and we can chat over a drink?
Sure thing. See you.
In before, this is the origin story of the Liyue Anglers Association, and this is how it came
Everywhere
about.
they go, they meet someone who's heard of him. Come on, let's keep asking around.
The top talents in Liyue in terms of fishing. Oh, clues? Can I use my elemental sight? No. Okay.
Quit
What
following me.
exactly am I looking for? No? Cargo? Not cargo? Oh, I'm not even in the circle anymore. Maybe it's talking to other people. Uncle Gao, yeah, it is talking to other people.
Here to buy some fish? It's 300 for one or 3 for 1,000.
I mean, that seems pretty cheap to me, like 300 mora for like an entire fish. Like in the Japan fish markets, it's like a lot more than that in terms of currency for like the entire fish like that sized.
You better hurry. When they're gone, they're gone.
Hello, we're from the Society for Fish Price Research.
Fish price
We'd just like to ask
research.
a few questions.
Okay. Wow, so we've got the birth of the Liyue Anglers Association and the birth of the Fish Price Society for Fish Price Research.
Wow, she switched identity again.
Society for Fish
Fish.
Price Research. I haven't done anything illegal. Stay out of my business.
Okay, okay. That's so fishy. Fishy. Get it? Fishy. Okay, I'll stop now.
Please, don't worry. We're just here to conduct a simple survey.
Okay, simple survey.
We've
nice.
heard about a certain Jur-E who's been selling fresh fish at low prices in this area recently.
So this isn't about me. You should have said something,
Oh
you
my
know.
gosh.
I know the guy. I can tell you
He's-
what I know.
He's definitely conducted some illegal activities. Uncle Gao. Uncle Gao.
I haven't heard anything about him selling fresh fish at low prices, but it wouldn't surprise me if it was him.
Okay.
Why is that?
Because he's so poor. His parents died when he was very young, and his alcoholic father still owed a huge amount of debt. No one wanted anything to do with him.
Oh my gosh.
He was still a kid when he first came to the wharf. His clothes were ragged, and he
Oh,
had
no.
he managed to survive, thanks to Uncle Tien, who gave him some food. But still to this day, he doesn't have. I mean, he can afford to eat and everything, but you'll often see him haggling with others over just a few mora. So, I wouldn't be surprised to find out he's been selling a few fish.
Okay.
It's not like he catches much anyway, so it's not going to affect my business. Don't tell him I said that.
You'd
Ouch.
rather he didn't know?
Well, I spoke to him once briefly, and I just had a feeling that he really cares what other people think of him. I think he has pretty low self-esteem. But
Oh?
hey,
Oh?
it's hardly my place to say anything. What he's achieved already puts most people to shame. And nobody's perfect. I just wouldn't want to upset him. That's
I see. Well, thank you for sharing that with us.
not a problem. And just for the record, there's absolutely nothing wrong with the price of my fish.
Okay, Uncle Gao, we get it, we get it. Well, it seems like he could possibly be a crowd pleaser. And sometimes being a crowd pleaser not exactly the best thing
The
to...
more times you say it, the less convincing it becomes.
Okay, fine. Ouch.
Hmm.
Doesn't have a
Doesn't
lot more
have
to
a
his
lot of
name.
Mora to his name. Okay, let's keep going.
Okay, we found some clues. We found some clues. We did already talk to Uncle Sun. Maybe? Oh? Yeah, he does seem like an antagonist. Squeaky clean on the outside, maybe a little bit fishy on the inside.
Too slow.
Okay.
Too slow.
Where am I supposed to go? Oh, Dugu Shul?
Hey, it's you guys. Wait, what's the phrase? Oh yeah, honored to meet you.
Did the light
What
just go
brings
into his
you to
eyes?
me?
The truth is, we are but newcomers to this territory. We heard tell of a great martial artist, Master Dugu, who knows everything there is to know. Hence, we sought you out to ask for your guidance.
At least we're not starting a new association or society of some kind. Newcomers to this territory.
Really? People said I know everything there is to know?
Yes, you are known far and wide, Dugu, for your wisdom and expertise in martial arts.
But of course, we also heard that Master Dugu is a kind and virtuous swordsman who never turns away anyone who comes with questions.
Oh, she's got a way with her words, I can tell you that.
Great! So what do you wish to know? Nothing happens on this street that I don't know about.
Now she's lying to a kid.
I mean, it's a white lion's
So,
made his
Master
day.
Dugu, have you heard of one by the name of Jur-E?
Let the kid have his fun. Let the kid have his fun, Paimon.
Sure have. You mean that guy that all the grown-ups are
Master
talking about
Dugu,
these
yeah.
days?
Oh, so they're all talking about.
I've heard many tales of jury. For example, probably because it's nothing that important. I prefer stories about sword-fighting heroes.
Yes, Master Dugu only retains the most important of details. G's story wasn't worth his time.
Oh, I can completely understand that. Then let me ask you this. Do you remember roughly when the grown-ups started talking about Jur-E?
Oh yeah, I know
When?
that. It was about 2 or 3 months ago.
I mean, that's very recent, 2 to 3 months.
Before that, people always used to talk about jury in a kind of nasty tone of voice. But 2 or 3 months ago, suddenly everyone started to like him.
Aha, that's very, very, very fishy. Very fishy.
Sometimes he gives me candies, so I'm glad that people are starting to like him now.
Wait, what? All it took was candies to bribe Master Dugu?
Just as I thought.
Huh? What do you mean?
I mean, just as I thought, Master Dugu is indeed as kind and virtuous as the legends
claim.
I'm not that great.
Oh, come on, stop being bashful now, Master Dugu.
Oh yeah, one other thing. These days, there's a lot of people I've never seen before talking about jury stories in the street.
Oh!
They seem like nice people.
Wait, so is it like the equivalent of like buying views on YouTube or something like that? Or buying likes?
Oh, definitely.
Oh no.
Great! So next time I see them, I'll say hi. And I guess I can share some of my candies with them.
Certainly. You can also tell my friend in Yenshang Tea House about what they're up to.
Thank you, ma'am.
Oh
You're
no.
welcome. Well then, fare thee well, Master Dugu.
Until we meet again.
Thank you, Master Dugu, for imparting your wisdom on
Any of that
my
sound
humble self.
strange to you?
Yeah,
Strange?
yep.
What
He
was
bought
strange
likes.
about it?
Because if you have suddenly a lot of people starting talking good things about him, the people who are there, yeah, he bought likes, yeah.
Juyi seems to have a great reputation. Uncle Soon and Uncle Gao spoke highly of him, and Dugu Shuo seems to like him.
True. But the issue is, where did his sudden celebrity come from?
Yeah, it's almost too good to be true.
Too good to be true? What do you mean?
So he returns cruelty with kindness, and had to work to support his studies. These are the kinds of things that make someone well known in their hometown. But Uncle Soon said even his friends who travel far and wide hear about him wherever they go.
Yeah, so
That's a little over the top, if you ask me.
could that story be perhaps made up, with no substance to it?
Do you remember what Dugu Shuo said about Jur-Yi's stories? Clearly they left him with a good impression of the guy. But beyond that, he wasn't interested in the details. That's the reaction I would expect from any normal person.
As expected of Master Dugu.
Plus, there's the fact that all this praise of Jur-Yi has only been happening within the last 2 or 3
that's
months.
very fishy. Like, things like that don't build up in just 2 or 3 months. They take time.
His childhood, his studies, the thing with his neighbor. None of these are recent events. So why are these stories only going around now?
When you put it like that, it is kinda strange.
Of course, if that's all there was to it, I wouldn't look into it any further. Jur-Yi was born into a poor family. Paying people to get his stories out there is within the rules of the game as far as I'm concerned.
Okay.
The problem is, do you remember what Uncle Gao said about him? He's stayed poor his whole life. Everything he's earned he's either spent on studying, traveling, or paying off debts. I don't think he has the mora to pay for a publicity campaign.
Oh, is he a figurehead? Okay.
Right. And that changes everything. It can mean a powerful faction is trying to gain influence over the Liu at Xixin.
I wasn't even thinking about that.
That's the worst case scenario. But all too often, the most pessimistic speculation turns out to be closest to the truth.
Someone's trying to gain influence over the Qixing?
They're using
That
him.
sounds serious. What should we do? Even if we ask Juyi about it, surely there's no way he'd admit it.
Yeah, there's no way he'll admit to
First,
being a
we need
figurehead.
to find out who's supporting him. Don't worry, I've got a plan.
Time for more
Remember the
stalking.
current affairs and planning stage of the assessment?
Uh-huh.
Since the successful candidate is duty-bound to implement their plan after taking office, their manifesto tells us their stance on key issues. Whoever is secretly helping Jur-Yi must be seeking to benefit from his actions after his appointment. So, we should be able to find some hints in Jur-Yi's manifesto on who we're dealing with. Come on,
Oh,
let's get back
okay,
to
we're
Genshin Tea
rereading
House.
the manifesto. Okay, okay. Where do I need to go? Wait, up the stairs?
Too slow.
No? Oh, yeah, up the stairs.
Jur-Yi's manifesto covers a huge range of topics. Looking for details that don't add up will be like trying to find a needle in a haystack.
I see what they've done. It's sort of like, for example, Apple's terms and conditions is made to cover so many things and to be so complicated that you just don't find the detail that you need to. And before you know it, you click, yes, I agree to terms and conditions.
I'll divide the reports into 2 piles. You take one, I'll take the other.
Okay.
When we're finished, we'll put our heads together.
Well, to be fair, it's just not just Apple, it's pretty much all companies. Divide the reports 2 piles, you take one, I'll take one. When finished, we'll put our heads
Officially,
together.
the assessment is already over, and I'll be expected to announce the results before long. So we have to get to the bottom of this as quickly as we can.
Yikes! We better hurry!
Oh, jeez. I mean, we've got 4 sets of eyes between Paimon and ourselves.
Whatever else Uncle Tien might think of Zhi, the fact remains that he's one of his favorite students.
Okay.
Any evidence he's left is not going to be immediately obvious. We'll have...
There's a problem with being colored by bias. Okay, let's read the manifesto. What can we find?
Even though well...
Okay. Read chapter C. Due to a variety of factors, sea storms have become stronger in the recent years. I suggest we set up a special patrol unit to deal with sea monsters. The fleet should consist of the following. Covers various issues related to coastal defense. Read the chapter Rock. Much of Liyue's folklore suggests that Rex Lapis left a great deal of wealth in the mountains of Liyue. However, due to the obstacles hindering the excavation operation at the chasm, many projects have been called off. We've been involved in all of these events. The workers of the Black Cliff Forge have been idle near the Golden House for a long time now, and they should be given first refusal if any suitable projects arise. Covers mining, tunnel construction, and ruin exploration. Read chapter Roads. The treacherous terrain around the Huaguang Stone Forest and Qingyun Peak means that the area has weak transport links. The sheer mountain peaks are connected only by rope bridges. They are dangerous to walk on and wholly unsuited to transportation of goods. These areas are rich in medicinal herbs and ore deposits. Building a road network around the mountains would be beneficial for everyone. Covers plans to build roads and bridges. Yeah, it seems very sterile. Paimon needs some dessert.
Looks like I'm the first one back, as usual.
Hey, Shanghua.
Oh, hey! It's one of Yelan's little helpers, Shanghua!
Little? What? He's not little.
If you're back, that means...
You're little, Paimon.
That means you finished investigating Tianwei, right?
You betcha. I visited all the commerce guilds and gathered a wealth of information. Every time they asked me to leave,
It
but
does
I
seem very
always had another
suspicious.
trick up my sleeve.
Don't drag this out. Just
You're
tell
right,
us your
Astro.
findings.
Very suspicious.
Yes, Lady Yelan. To summarize my findings, most people who've had interactions with Tianwei will start out complaining about how proud and arrogant he is, but then go on to give a generally positive appraisal of him.
Okay.
The young master of the Feiyun Commerce Guild said that Tianwei appears arrogant, but he's very scrupulous in the way he works. Once he signs a contract with somebody, he treats them fairly regardless of their background.
Right?
Who'd have thought?
Yeah, who would have thought? I thought he would be thinking about himself.
Is it possible that his reputation is fake? Is there any way you can check the accounts of the businesses under his name?
In theory, that should be very difficult. But here's the thing. I asked around and found out that almost all of Tianwei's accounts are open to the public.
So he's transparent. That's
Where
good.
he buys from and sells to should be confidential business information, but he doesn't seem interested in protecting it at all.
Wow.
Tianwei often sees business opportunities that others don't, but once he's made enough mora off of it, it's like he gets sick of it and releases all of his trade secrets. It's like he wants people to know that they still can't beat him, even if he shares all of his secrets. The fact that someone like that can still make mora is pretty infuriating when you think about it.
It's kind of like Kaito Kid when he announces that he will be stealing from museums and stuff like that.
What a strange guy. It's like he's not doing business to make mora, but instead...
He's doing business to prove his superiority over the peasants.
To validate his theories.
Yeah, to validate his theories.
No wonder
yes.
his manifesto contains so many insights. It's all the result of his first-hand experimentation.
I'm back! Huh? Ah, how come you're here?
Sorry, Wen-Yun, he beat you to the punch.
Why do you think? Obviously, because I possess superior skills, and am always one step ahead of the—
Ugh, whatever. I'm not getting into an argument with you. If I hadn't had something else to take care of on the way, I would have been back long before you.
Oh, there's some competition between him and the other guy for Yelan's acknowledgement.
Lady Yelan, I have finished investigating Minghua.
Okay.
Well, we're all ears.
The Ministry of Civil Affairs says that Mingbois struggles to get his words out when he gets nervous, especially when he's chatting with strangers.
Right,
But
we knew
after
that.
a few days of getting to know him, you can pretty much have a normal conversation with him. On the whole, the feedback from the Ministry of Civil Affairs was very positive. He always considers the things
good.
that everyone else overlooks.
So he's good at speaking with someone who are familiar. Yeah, these two are funny. I'm curious about the third one that they're talking about, the musclehead guy.
In your opinion, was the Ministry of Civil Affairs' appraisal of Mingbois at all exaggerated?
I don't believe so. Mingbois is someone who has slowly but surely earned the reputation he has today.
Absolutely.
According to Miss Yu, the Ministry often gets Mingbois to take a final look at projects before they're implemented. People feel much more confident in something if it has his stamp of approval.
Oh, that's good.
Oh,
that's
and
good.
also, there was once someone in the Ministry who was lying and cheating to try to advance their career. Mingbois gave them the scolding of a lifetime. Apparently, he can be terrifying when he loses his temper. I haven't seen it for myself, though.
Okay. So Mingbo is against corruption, which is really good. Really good.
Whoa, that's hard to imagine.
Like I said before, things are not always as they appear.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, so that's what you meant by that. I'm starting to get it now.
Not gonna lie, I'm starting to like Mingbo the best, Mr. Number 2.
Thank you both. You're free to go now.
Okay.
So, have you finished reading the manifesto?
I really hope Jui's hidden source of income is not the Fatui.
Still have a bit left.
Okay, we finished reading the manifesto with Yelan.
I can't see any immediate problems looking at the individual entries.
Uh-huh.
The only one that strikes me as a little unusual is the Cheungshu Pool redevelopment plan.
Oh, what details have you found?
Cheungshu Pool has always been home to many secrets. Plus, Ajdaha once wrought havoc there. So there are even more
that's where it
secrets
is.
buried deep underground. At some point, a rumor began to go around that there is great treasure buried beneath Cheungshu Pool.
I mean, Asia is still wreaking havoc there every week, so...
A long time ago, with the approval of the Qixing, a mining team conducted an exploratory excavation there.
Mm-hmm.
So, did they find any treasure?
None. The ruin was completely impenetrable. The only way they could have gotten through the solid rock would have been by blowing it open with a special kind of explosive.
Okay.
The technology wasn't mature enough at that time, so the excavation project was shut down and the treasure became... Zhi-Yi's manifesto focuses on solving problems, and this treasure hunt seems extremely risky.
So he might
It seems
be
out of
greedy.
step with the rest of his plans.
Yeah, he might be the antagonist.
Still, this one fact alone doesn't tell us much. Everyone wants to get their hands on this treasure. The treasure hoarders, the Fatui. Did you find anything?
Excavation? Project? Treasure? Did we read anything similar in our half of
The
the
Blackcliff
Oh, yeah!
Forge.
Zhi-Yi said the Blackcliff Forge workers should get right of first refusal if any suitable...
Did he now? Well, that makes everything much clearer.
Ah.
So Zhi-Yi wants the Blackcliff Forge to excavate the treasure of Cheungshu.
Does that mean the Blackcliff Forge is Zhi-Yi's secret supporter?
No.
No.
Not likely. I've looked into the Blackcliff Forge before. They do possess some specialized explosives, but it would seem more trouble than it's worth to put so many resources in. Still, since the clues are pointing toward the Blackcliff Forge, we
Okay. We're starting to get somewhere.
What both turned out to be completely different than what we thought.
We are getting some, Oh, we have to travel that far? Fine. We're getting traces of fishiness.
What about Zhi-Yi? Is there another side to him too?
Sounds like it.
You want to use my hat as an umbrella? The audacity to even make that request. Squall Fury.
This is the Blackcliff Forge.
Okay, we're here.
Let's look around for clues.
Worksite records. Nothing of note happened today. Nothing of note. Payday! Paydays are awesome. 3 new recruits joined. Can't believe people are willing to join us at a time like this. One of the newcomers is very skilled. He got made the team leader. Nothing of... Wow. What? Made team leader in such a short amount of time. Okay.
What's this?
From the back, it looks like a ledger. But it seems they also use it as a site. We don't know who wrote it, but it's interesting. Don't
You think they're suspicious?
Yes, very
Yes.
suspicious.
Look, it says right there. One of them's at this rate. By the time the Qingshu Pool redevelopment plan is ready to roll, they'll be the technical backbone of the team.
And they'll be able to issue commands and stuff like that.
That'll give them the chance to take a lot of liberties.
Yeah.
They can copy any secret texts or steal any treasure they find
Oh
underground.
gosh, okay.
Imagine if we didn't suspect anything. By the time Jur-E recommends the Blackcliff Forge for the excavation project, no red flags if all they did was change some key staff. And even if we decided to vet the staff individually, they'd have had more than enough time by then to come up with fake identities.
Yeah?
That's the advantage of planning this far in advance. It was a clever move.
Clever move for an antagonist.
When you put it like that, it all makes sense. If we hadn't found this out, someone else would have stolen the treasure. So, who's really...
That's a question for the newcomers. But let's start...
Iron Shoulder, what a name.
Excuse us. We want to ask you about the...
You want them to teach you or something? I
Oh.
gotta say, these newcomers are in tip-top shape. Fast learners, too. They're picking up all the skills unbelievably fast. My only complaint is that they're always going out drinking at night. But they never let us join them.
Oh my gosh. Sounds fishy.
I guess they just need some time to adjust. I'm sure we'll get to know each other over time.
Yeah, maybe he works for the Fatui. That would explain why he got his reputation, like you said, and why he has so much funds to fund the campaign, even though he doesn't have any more to his name.
They go out drinking. This area isn't exactly renowned for the nightlife. I'm guessing it's a long trip to the nearest temple.
You got that right. They tell me they go all the way back to Liyue Harbor to drink at Wanmin Restaurant.
We're gonna go to Wanmin restaurant, and the owner is not gonna recognize any of them.
It rained after work today, so they actually stuck around at the site for a while. But as soon as the rain stopped,
That
hey,
sounds
you're only young
incredibly
once, right?
suspicious.
I say, if they can hack it, let them at it.
Interesting. Let's go talk.
Okay, let's go talk somewhere else.
Looks like our hunch was on the Mora. These newcomers are very suspicious. Drinking in Liyue Harbor, huh? Some cover story. I'll wager they've been going to intelligence updates. Good thing it rained today. It means they'll leave footprints. I doubt they'd give themselves away that easy.
Oh, footprints. Very nice. Okay. Oh, I can't use elemental side.
Too slow.
Ah,
He went that way. Hurry, we gotta catch up.
okay. Okay. Oh. And
These footprints are heading towards Liyue Harbor. Maybe we were wrong about them.
okay.
Just as I thought. They didn't go to Liyue Harbor. They went that way.
Ah. Where's the next set of footprints?
Quit following me. Too slow.
The footprints stop here.
Here? There's
But,
nothing here.
judging from the direction, I'm guessing their
Oh
destination
wait,
was that
there's
abandoned
something
house.
here. Okay, okay. Aha, right, drinking. Right. A fight? Did they have a falling out? Wait, compacted mud? Made by bamboo mat. Someone slept here. But the bamboo mat is nowhere to be seen now. Burned out fire? Fire that burned out. Something was burned here not too long ago. Where's the last clue? Oh. Uh-oh. Wait, am I stuck in here? No, I'm not stuck. Worst case, Nahida is short enough to, Fresh fruit pit in a pile of leaves. Okay. So it's clearly that they've
Looks
been...
like we were too late. This has gotta be where the newcomers rendezvous with whoever they're working for. But all the evidence has been destroyed. Look at these ashes. Someone was burning documents not long before we arrived.
Intelligence update documents, perhaps.
Could there be anything left? Maybe the wind could have blown the fire out before everything...
The odds of that are very slim. It's practically impossible. I've checked...
Why don't we wait for them back at the Blackcliff Forge? They've gotta go back there.
We can't count on that. Clearly they were based here at one point. But to me, that says that whoever's behind this has moved them somewhere else to throw our investigation off.
Darn! Guess this is where a trail runs...
Make no mistake, the purpose of our trip wasn't to find any solid evidence. We just need to figure out who's behind Jur-E. I smelled something peculiar the moment I came in.
Wait, smelled?
Those newcomers probably thought they'd be safe as long as they burned the letters. But what they failed to consider is that paper and ink from different regions produce different odors when they're burned.
Oh my god, how can you... How... Wow, that... Wow.
Really? Paimon can't smell anything. Do you smell anything?
A very gentle fragrance.
There's a certain place with a freezing cold climate, where there's nothing but ice as far as the eye can see.
Dragon spawn?
Some wealthy people there put floral fragrance in their
Fontaine?
ink as a way of injecting a little romance into their writing. When that fragrant ink is burned, this is the exact odor that it leaves
Shazaya!
behind.
The Fatui! Oh!
Exactly. The
Oh
evidence
no.
will soon be blown away by the wind, so it's nothing we can arrest anyone with.
So it's exactly as we expected. He's in
It's all I
cahoots with the
need.
Fatui.
Now I know who we're dealing
Yeah.
with. I can plan our next
We
move.
got him, we got him.
Lady Yelan! Oh, thank goodness I finally found you. I thought I'd never see you again.
Oh, what? This is the third guy, the musclehead?
Don't be alarmed. This is Upei. He's Wenyuan and Shanghua's colleague. I sent him to look into Jur-E's regular contacts. Since Jur-E likes fishing, Upei thought he might know some of the fishermen and sailors, so he took a boat out to sea to ask around. I left him a note at Yenshang Tea House telling him to look for me at Blackcliff Forge when he got back. If there'd been an ambush waiting for us there, it means we'd have had some... So, what did you find out at sea?
Forgive my incompetence. I'm afraid I've come up empty-handed.
Oh no, Whoopee.
I asked all the fishermen multiple times, but none of them had any interactions with Jur-E before. Then the waves got so choppy I ended up falling overboard. But fortunately, someone managed to drag me out.
None of them had any interactions. Okay.
When I got back, I heard that you'd gone to Blackcliff Forge and might need backup, so I went straight there as fast as I could. Didn't even stop to change my clothes.
Well, Uncle Tien said that Jur-E once bought a recipe from one of the fisher...
What? No, that's not possible. It's absolutely not possible. Lady Yelan, I'm telling you, I spoke to every single fisherman out there.
Interesting.
Okay.
Then I wonder how that even more wonderful fish soup came...
Fish soup?
Nothing. Our priority right now is to find a way to get our hands on some... Well,
Oh,
any
jeez.
suggestions?
Let's catch them red-handed.
Not a bad idea. Upei, what do you think?
Honestly, I've already tried following Jur-E, but the guy's too cautious. Never meets...
Okay, so tailing's that...
No, we'll still need to tail him. But first, we need
Groundwork? What sort of groundwork?
When you've worked in intelligence for a long time, you'll understand that no one can stay on high alert forever. Especially when he thinks he's about to win.
Okay.
Tomorrow morning, I'll announce his victory at Yuehai Pavilion. Take a guess what you think he'll do next.
A grandiose speech?
Be sure to arrive on time. You won't want to miss the show.
Will he just push that excavation project really quick? I went to 9 to 11 the following day. Okay. Now, where are we supposed to go? View High Pavilion and announce the results. We can probably fly down from that cliff. Ah, you have a good point. He might celebrate it with his employer. And then that's when we catch him red-handed.
The wind rises.
Don't crash, don't fall. Okay.
It looks like we're all here. Well then, time for me to announce the results of the assessment process. I won't drone on about the importance of the Tianshu role. Suffice to say that Uncle Tien entrusted me with the monumentally important task of assessing the candidates. And now, it falls to me to give him a satisfactory answer.
All of us here know the score. Don't beat around the bush, just get on with it.
What? All of them know the score?
Qianwei has many pioneering ideas, but some of his plans are lacking in detail, and he easily gets into testy exchanges with other people. Mingbo is reliable, but not quite ambitious enough, and because of his personality, he struggles to win people over. In contrast, Zhi is evenly balanced across the board, and enjoys an excellent reputation in Liyue after much consideration. I have decided to recommend Zhi to the Liyue Qixing.
What's he gonna do next?
What?
What?
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you. Honestly, I'm a little surprised to hear my name being announced. In my estimation, all three of us are worthy candidates for the Tianshu position. As your competitor, I've become keenly aware of your... Would either of you entertain the possibility of working with me in the future? And taking on...
I'll have to see. I'm in a bad mood. This is the...
I don't mind, as long as I can help.
Mingbo's way too nice. Ah, poor guy.
Okay, well, that's all from me. Zhi, you'll have some preparation to do. It won't be long before you're informed of your official appointment.
Yeah, it's breaking my heart.
I hope you will work hard and make Uncle Tien proud.
I will live up to the Tianshu name. On this, you have... I should go. I need to pack my things, and then I think a celebratory meal is in order.
Count me out. I'm not in the mood for a celebration.
Zhi seems pretty relaxed now. This would be a good time to follow him.
Hey, traveler, tell me something. What exactly does that guy have that I don't? If you can't answer that, I'm not accepting this result.
I, also wouldn't mind knowing.
Oh no, if we get stuck here, we won't be able to leave.
We can discuss this at a later date.
Follow him.
Yes, ma'am.
We finally got rid of them.
Lady Yelan, Zhi has gone towards Feiyun Slope.
Follow him, quickly.
Oh.
So
Time for some
Zhi
tailing
really sided
action.
with the Fatui? What the...
Gosh darn Fatui.
Difficult to say, but everything should become a lot clearer when we find him.
Oh, let's find him.
I'm sorry, Lady Yelan. We lost him.
Oh, what?
He's too good at this. We weren't able to keep following him without being seen.
Jeez.
How the heck did he manage to shake Yelan's subordinates?
He's definitely no ordinary guy.
I guess Zhi didn't let his guard down. Still as vigilant as ever.
No, Upe says he's much more relaxed than usual. Maybe it's just how he's wired. Perceptive enough to sense when he's being watched.
What? How?
Don't blame yourselves. Let's not forget he was trained by Uncle Tien himself.
That's true.
Evading detection is not an unusual skill for him to have. If I'd asked you to tail Uncle Tien, you'd have ended up at a dead end too. It's fine. So, where did you lose him?
Xinyue kiosk. He only went in briefly. Upe and I were watching outside the whole time. A few moments later, a man dressed in a completely different outfit came out. Upe had a feeling that it was him, but we couldn't get close enough to check without blowing our cover. I figured that if we spooked him, it would undo what we've accomplished today so far. Another option would have been to arrest him there and then, but without any evidence, that would have been meaningless. So I stopped Upe, and I stayed here to wait for you while that meathead went to ask around in Xinyue kiosk.
Good work. The fish didn't take the bait, but that's okay. As long as he's still swimming around, we'll find a way to catch him eventually. The key is figuring out what he's trying to achieve. Let's go to Shinue Kiosk.
Could you explain to me how that works? A guy like him comes in, changes his whole outfit right under your nose, and you don't even ask him about it?
Our customers are free to dress however they please. What grounds would I have to question him?
That's true.
Okay, fair enough, but didn't you think it was just a little bit strange?
Well, maybe I did, but it still doesn't give me the right to stop him.
Yeah, that's true.
Enough.
As a waiter.
Let's tone this down a little. I'll make this quick. Just one question. What did he buy while he was here?
Oh, he didn't buy anything. He just picked up a bottle of liquor that he ordered ages ago.
Ages ago? Wait, he was expecting to win?
A bottle of liquor?
Yes, a very strong kind. Fiery, with a rich flavor. Not something the average customer would order.
Huh.
This gentleman ordered it in person from us a long time ago. He was only here today to pick it up.
That's very suspicious.
Liquor and wineware.
Okay.
Where to?
Shigu Antiques.
Shigu Antiques? Why Shigu Antiques?
Too slow.
Hey, Miss Lin Long. Sorry to bother you. Jur-E ordered a wanware set from you not long ago, right? We're friends of his. He's been telling us how impressed he is with the quality, considering how affordable it was. So we just had to come and take a look for ourselves.
Oh, she just has a way with words.
Sure. Which model are you looking for?
We don't really know a whole lot about wineware. Let's just go with Jur-E's choice. Would you be—
Jur-E picked up his set not long ago. As a quality imitation of an antique wineware set, it has the look and feel of a luxury item. Just so you're aware, we don't have many of this model left in stock. And now that Mr. Jur-E has taken one, I'm afraid.
Don't worry. Price shouldn't be an issue. I'm sure we can work something out. But I'm just a little hazy on one thing. Did Jur-E's wineware set include wine glasses, or—
Not seeing where this is going. Let's...
For this set, the wine glasses are sold separately. Minimum purchase is 1 glass, maximum is 4. Mr. Jur-E bought 2.
2. I wonder who that could be. Maybe it's Mr. Fatui.
Okay. Thanks, Lin Long. Seems there's a little more to buying wineware than I first thought. We'll have to—
Well, don't take too long. We could sell out any day.
Cool.
This is turning into a real headache.
I'd just like to point out that we have the self-professed Grand Master of Fieldwork here to thank for being wholly incapable of tailing an ordinary civilian without being seen.
It's not like you did any better.
My specialty is information trading, okay? I don't have the physical agility. What's your excuse?
Ouch.
Fair point.
Poor will pay. Oh, don't...
Yelan,
Oh.
has the plan failed? Oh, if we can't figure out where Jur-E went, there's not much we can do. But why was he buying liquor at Shinue Kiosk anyway?
Yeah.
Celebrate?
If so, it's no ordinary celebration.
I think your theory has a lot of legs at the moment.
What do you mean?
First of all, Jur-E isn't much of a drinker. On some level, he hates alcohol because of what it did to his father.
Yeah, that's right. His father was a chronic alcoholic.
If he was just looking to celebrate
According
by
to
himself,
story.
he wouldn't spend his meager savings on an expensive bottle of alcohol, let alone buy a pair of special wine glasses.
Doesn't match up to his scrounging poor Mora story.
No, this is a victory feast, held in honor of Jur-E's private sponsor.
Private
Whoever this
Fatui
person is
sponsor.
clearly enjoys hard liquor and has a very high status. Hence the need for expensive-looking wineware.
Yeah.
Now, where might we find Fatui who match that description?
Fatui officials.
Oh shit.
Should be either the Snezhnayan Embassy or the Northland Bank.
Oh my god.
Have both locations surrounded. Take as many.
Lady Yelan, is it
Okay,
time for
things
us to
are
make
about to
our
go
move?
down.
If so, you can count me in.
Things are about to go down.
Get with the program, would you? This is a covert surveillance operation. Jury may be vigilant, but that doesn't mean the same in which case. We don't need to change tactics. Just change who we're following.
We're not exactly charging into the venue.
Great idea! So we just need to find out who Jury bought that liquor for and follow them instead.
But Lady
Absolutely.
Yelan, if we get caught, this could become a major diplomatic incident.
So just don't get caught.
I'm well aware. But don't you see? Jury is gambling everything on this. If we really want to catch him, we're going to have to accept a little risk ourselves. Stick to your orders, and make sure we're covering all other bases too. Anywhere else Jury might be going. I want eyes on those locations.
Yes, ma'am.
Don't worry, Lady Yelan. Jur-E may be a slippery character, but we'll keep a close watch on the movements of all Fatui officials.
I'll be waiting for you at the tea house. If I'm guessing correctly, Fatui officials are likely to take action at night. You should go and get ready. Then meet me at Yanshang Tea House.
Yanshang Tea House. Let's go. Let's go. I wonder who this I wonder if it's a character that we know. This Fatui person.
Squall and Fury.
Whoops. Wait. Up the stairs. Right.
Perfect timing. Wenyuan just sent word that the Fatui ambassador, Yusupov, just left the embassy alone. He's heading in the direction of Qingshu Pool.
Okay, so maybe someone we don't know.
Cool. That's the place Jury mentioned in his manifesto.
It looks like that's where they've arranged to meet. Sensible choice, I'll give them that. Qingshu Pool is always crawling with monsters. Most people wouldn't dream of going there. It's one place they won't need to worry about.
Oh no, we gotta...
Let's go. If my hunch is correct, we just might hit the jackpot that...
Ooh. I think we've hit the jackpot. Ah.
This is Qingshu Pool, full of ruins, crawling with monsters. Anyone with any sense steers well clear of this place.
Yep.
I've looked into the place before. There's a worker's entrance somewhere around here. Follow me.
Wait, what? Where is she? Go to the place Yelan pointed out. She said follow me, but I can't see her. Here? Is it here? Oh, okay.
There's been some work done on this place in the past, but it's a bit of a labyrinth inside. I can't guarantee we'll be safe once we're underground.
Oh,
the workers
a
left an
dungeon.
emergency access route. If we can find it, this will be a much easier Still, be ready to fight at any moment. Any resistance needs to be taken out quickly and quietly.
Don't worry, we're all professionals here. By the way, Yelan, where are your three little...
They have other things to take care of first. We couldn't afford to wait for them.
Okay, let's venture into the ruins. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of hilly trolls in here. Jeez. Oh. We got a lot of characters too.
Emerge. Right now.
And you're
As I
done.
expected. But this shouldn't be too much trouble.
Quit following me.
Oh, is that the Fatui ambassador? What's his face?
That's gotta be the Fatui ambassador here to
Okay.
meet Juyi. Looks like he went through that door. That must be the emergency access route, right?
Mm-hmm. You might be right about that, Paimon. So, where do we go? Please no puzzles.
This is the construction workers'
But it's
emergency
closed
access
tight.
route, but it's closed tight. Trying to break through would be risky. Let's see if we can find another way.
Oh, we're floating, we're floating. The door of... What's that? I'm assuming we just light this up. Okay. Roly poly olies.
Gather! Emerge! Right here, right now.
The wind rises.
They drop the flame. Oh, still alive. Okay. Gotta grab my primo gems.
Squall and Fury.
And we should be... Yeah. He's pretty alright. He's pretty strong. I do have like a very high level weapon on him.
Water's gone down. Hey, look! Is that another way through?
Oh, the entrance is open. This thing should float us up.
Too slow.
He is C0 though, so he's not too strong.
Stabilize.
Right here. Emerge, right now.
I see everything.
Behold.
Move the door. Okay.
Quit following me.
So now we have a choice. Gilly trolls.
Hey! Emerge, right now. Emerge.
Gotcha. Quietly now.
Squall and Fury.
Okay, we have one of the flames. Oh, okay. So I have to move this stone wall first, and then we move this one. Oh, I appreciate the primo gems. Aha! We have the second flame.
Too slow.
And another chest. I'm swimming in primo gems. Oh,
Quit following me.
okay. Yeah.
Too slow.
And I am out.
Quit following me. Behold.
Just gotta get to the other one. Oh wait, are we... Oh, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. The door is open? Can we follow the Fatui ambassador now?
The water's flowed into the groove, and now the statues have lit up. Okay. Now we should be able to move the statues.
Oh no, it's a puzzle. Okay. Push. Push. I'm assuming this is how we do it. Oh, no. Okay.
Quit following me.
Okay. We just have to clear the way for that last one. And we gotta push this one here. Aha! There we go. And that should be it.
The door is open. Let's go.
Hell yeah.
We should be nearly at the bottom now. Let's wrap this up.
Oh. Oh. Well, hello. Hello, friend.
I see everything. Right here.
I will have order.
Bye, friend. Oh, okay. How did Ji survive in this cave? It's like, oh, Ji.
I can tell from the aroma that this is very fine liquor indeed. I'm impressed. Come on, bottoms up. After you, of course.
Oh, gosh. Wait.
Oh, sorry, that went down the wrong way. I've never drunk anything this strong before. It'll take me some getting used to.
You'll get there. If you want to stay friends with us, you have to drink with us.
Oh no, that's such a bad attitude to have.
I'll do my best.
You're more of a lightweight than I thought. Already struggling after one
Oh
glass?
jeez.
I thought you were made of sterner stuff. You certainly kept it together when you were poisoning your teacher's soup.
No, is that why Uncle Tian's health is going downhill? No. How could he? Oh gosh. Oh my gosh.
Come on, another round. Less talking, more drinking.
So that special fish soup is poison soup. Oh my gosh. You gotta... You might have a career as a detective, Astro.
Sure. You didn't leave me much of a choice though, did you? Just the mention of poisoning sends shivers down my spine.
Oh, you poisoned the guy that took care of you? What? Oh my gosh.
I'm more timid than you realize. Every time I poisoned him, I had to hide away at home for a few days because I was so scared of getting caught.
Look, I know it has not been easy for you, my friend. But I have to say, you really are quite a genius at poisoning.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, Uncle Tian is such a good guy. I hate him. I hate him.
I mean, the poison we brought from Snezhnaya is as strong as this wine, but you found a way to turn it into an imperceptible, slow-acting poison, and came up with the idea of delivering it through fish soup.
It's okay. He'll get what's coming to him.
What was it you said? Oh, yeah. You said the soup's fishy flavor neutralizes the pungency of the poison, and this process even makes the soup tastier as a result. How did you think of that?
Oh, what scum.
It struck me one day when I was fishing. I'm lucky it did. Otherwise, I'm not sure I would have been able to fool Uncle Tian.
Oh my gosh.
You have performed excellently. The Fatui will continue to provide the support you need to consolidate your position as Tian Shu. Of course, this is as long aside from Qingshu Pool. We also have some other requests for you, which we will inform you of in due course.
Don't worry. Whatever tasks you have for me, I will perform them diligently.
Did you hear that? It was poison! That's why Uncle Tian hasn't been feeling well recently. It's all Juri's doing.
It wasn't old age, it was poison.
What a nasty guy. Seize him!
Hold on. Did you bring the camera? If not, you can use mine. This is quite a scene. We have to capture.
Oh, that's right. We have cameras in this world.
Excellently. We've seen no progress on the diplomatic front, and everyone has been eyeing up the treasure of Qingshu Pool. It's been a real headache for me. But soon, everything will be taken care of. And I can report back on a successful mission. Thank you, Juri. I remember when I first saw you. I knew right away that you would make a good partner for us. Hey, do you still remember what I said to you?
How could I forget? You said a lowly commoner like me could never be seen as a serious candidate for the Tianshu, no matter how hard I work.
Oh, that's
not true. The only way is for you to shine bright in the Tianshu's darkest moment. I think you were absolutely right.
Yes. Under normal circumstances, the gap between you and other people could only ever grow wider over time. Just look at your two competitors. Xin Wei had wealth. Ming Boa had reputation. But you had nothing. You were just another nobody. And that's why I decided to help you. You know, there's an old saying in the Fatui. Give a starving dog a bone, and it'll guard your home for the rest of its life.
Yes. I cannot thank you enough for your generous support.
Oh my gosh.
You know, the best thing about you is that you do as you're told without complaining. Hey, keep up the good work, and I can assure you, you'll never have to worry about Mora again.
Yeah, he was manipulated.
Oh, heck. When you're not in the company of the Fatui,
Figurehead.
you'll be able to throw your weight around as much as you want. How about that?
Uncle Gao said that Jur-E has low self-esteem. Seems he was right.
Yeah, Uncle Gao was right. The sketchy fisherman price guy was right.
He was worried that whatever advantage he might have now will diminish over time. So the Fatui persuaded him that he should act while he can. Do you have any more film in the camera?
Oh, we have lots of film.
Then get ready to use it. Tonight's grand finale. How well this goes for us depends on how Jur-E plays his hand.
Ooh, is there any more alcohol? Go on. Fill me up. I'm in a good mood today, and I'm gonna drink my fill. Make sure to get me home safely afterwards.
Oh, he's drunk. We can tell him.
There's only a little left. Here, I'll fill your glass. If you like it, I can bring you some more next time.
Whoa, this is the good stuff. It is great. Huh?
Wait. Did he poison Yusupov? Oh my god, he's more of an antagonist than I thought. Oh Wait, if he poisons Yusupov, who's gonna give him money?
You poisoned my wine? But when?
But when?
You seem surprised, Mr. Yusupov.
How could you?
How could I not? I've sacrificed years of my life studying and reflecting to prepare myself for this position. And in the end, I even had to poison my own teacher.
What a plot twist.
You really think I'd put myself through all that just to become your little puppet? I don't want to bow down to anyone ever again.
Yeah.
And that includes you.
You're right.
You imbecile. It's the Fatui who got you to where you are. Do you understand? If I disappear with no explanation, the embassy will come after you. They'll get to the bottom of this. Mark my words.
Yeah, it's best to, from it, Jui's point of view, it's best to get rid of Yusupov too, yeah.
Do you see the haystack in the corner? Underneath it is a pile of explosives. And next door in the dark room are the 3 undercover agents you sent to infiltrate the Black Cliff Forge.
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna stay here till I see you slip into unconsciousness. Then I'm gonna set this on fire. Once the flames burn through the hay, they'll ignite the explosives. The ruins will collapse, and everything will be buried.
Oh, a typical antagonist.
What do you hope to?
I took the liberty of leaving some evidence of your contact with the undercover agents at the Black Cliff Forge. It won't take long for people to join the dots. 2 missing person cases will become one as the truth gradually reveals itself.
Yeah, sure.
The Fatui planted undercover agents in the Black Cliff Forge to steal their signature ruin-grade explosives. Their plan was to blow through the solid floor tiles in the dead of night and seize the treasure of Qingshu Pool. but things didn't quite go to plan. Mistakes were made that led to the accidental deaths of the entire crew.
Yeah, look, he is the true antagonist. Look at that evil look that he has right now.
Faced with the overwhelming evidence, the embassy won't investigate this any further. In fact, they'll be only too happy to blame it all on a rogue operation by you.
Oh.
It explains why you acted alone, while exonerating the rest of the embassy of any liability. Of course, none of that will have anything to do with me. When all of this comes to my attention, I'm afraid I'll have no choice but to cancel the Qingshu Pool redevelopment plan immediately. I guess then, I'll be Tianshu in my own right, with a clean record and well out of the Fatui's reach.
Wow, what a plotter. What a planner.
Shuri, do you really think you're gonna get away with this? The Fatui has a record of everything. That includes the poison, all interactions between us, even my trip here tonight. After I die, they'll come looking, and they'll get to the bottom of this.
A record? Oh, you must mean the one in the hands of your second-in-command, Theophan?
How do you know about that?
Because when you contacted me, I also made contact with your associates. I have Theophan to thank for providing me with the poison I used on you
Oh my
today.
gosh. Oh my gosh.
He'll help me tie up all the loose ends. After all, your untimely demise comes with a few perks for him. He has been eyeing your position for a long time.
Wow.
That traitor! Shuri, you...
Shh. Relax. It's over. After tonight, everyone gets what they want. And anyone else in the know is either my accomplice or about to be taken out of the picture.
Oh my gosh. That's
Sweet
evil.
dreams, Mr. Yusupov.
Wow. Wow. Is he like the most evil person we've met in Genshin? Like ever? Oh, Yelan's acting. Oh, we brought backup. Very nice. And can we go out there now? Nice.
I did a little surveying on the way here and found that you'd left yourself 3 escape routes in case things went south.
Wow. He is the antagonist, that's right.
I have them all surrounded. If you're thinking of trying anything, save yourself the effort. The game's up. We were here the whole time and have pictures of everything. They came out pretty nicely. Want to see them?
Oh my gosh.
The game's up? Forgive me, I'm not quite sure what you're referring to,
Oh,
Miss
come
Yelan.
on. Stop acting innocent. You've been caught red-handed.
I happened to discover a Fatui operation here, so I approached them on the pretext of joining forces and eventually brought them down from within. If it pleases you, Miss Yelan, I'd be only too happy to have you join me in investigating this matter.
This is how you want to play it, huh? Fine. You do you. All we need to do to convict you is establish that the poison in his system is the same as in Uncle Tien's. Nothing else you wanted to add? Let's leave it there then.
Time to go.
Time to go.
One wrong move and it all comes crashing down. I should have been more careful. You followed him here, didn't you? I was so focused on keeping myself out of sight, I forgot he was a potential liability. Let's talk about this, Yelan. I gave you my word that I would live up to the Tianshu name, and that much I can still guarantee.
No, you can't.
Your point being?
When I take office, I can guarantee that I will act in your best interests. In fact, all of you here tonight can expect very generous treatment in the future.
Oh, he's trying to bribe everyone. Oh my gosh. Disgusting.
I don't deny that I used underhanded methods to get here. But given my lowly origins, what other choice did I have?
Yeah, including poisoning Uncle Tian. He's like the current Tianshu, so...
You still don't get it, do you? Even now. What do you think?
Yeah, we want Mingbo. We want Mingbo. What will Uncle Tian think?
Exactly. Jur-E, clever people can always come up with a good excuse. But while you might be able to get other people to believe you, you'll never be able to deceive yourself.
That's it.
There's nothing wrong with wanting to win other people's respect, but when has Uncle Tien ever looked down on you?
This is not the way. This is not the way to earn the respect.
He was like a teacher and a father to you, but you chose to repay that by poisoning him. Whatever positive goal you may have started out with, you threw it away in that moment.
That's enough.
Of course. What makes this even crueler is that you managed to convince yourself there was no other way. Uncle Tien was always going to give you this opportunity, even if you'd done nothing at all.
Oh my gosh.
Out of everyone in the world, he is the one who trusts you the most. So much that he drank your fish soup without doubting you, not for 1 second.
Ah, Uncle Tien.
That's enough. That's enough.
Life is like fishing. It cannot be rushed. Whatever you do, impatience will accomplish nothing. I was just like you once, desperate to prove myself. Only later did I realize things do not always turn out the way you plan. But you have to keep calm to carry on. You're still young. Be patient, believe in yourself, and don't look outside yourself to prove your value. Where's Jur-E these days? It's been a long time since he last paid me a visit.
He's in prison behind bars.
Maybe he's just busy.
Well, next time, if he doesn't bring a pot of piping hot fish soup, don't let him in.
Whatever you were thinking about, you'll have plenty of time to mull it over in prison. Oh, I almost forgot. If the Fatui find out what happened today, prison might not turn out to be the safest place for you. Trying to have friends on both sides, it has a way of turning everyone against you. But right now, I have an opportunity for you.
What?
Huh?
Spy for... Okay.
Sorry, things are about to get extremely busy for me. Let's meet at Yenshang Tea House tomorrow. I'll have someone remove the explosives. Then, there's someone I have to go and see.
Uncle Tien?
No, it could be dangerous. You should leave this one to the Don't worry. As long as they're willing to cooperate, this will be a straightforward deal. Get some rest.
Oh no, is she gonna see the Fatui? As long as they're willing to cooperate. Who could she be talking about? Wait until after 8 the following day. Okay, let's skip ahead. Yanshang Tea House. Maybe we are going to Uncle Tien. We're going to the tea house again.
Too slow.
Up the stairs we go.
There is now no poison left in his system. But recovery from the damage already done will not happen overnight.
Oh no, Uncle Tien's aware of it already. Ugh.
Dr. Baiju, is my father going to be...
You needn't worry too much. Keep taking the prescribed medicine every day, and a full recovery will take at most 2 to 3 years.
Oh dear lord, that's a long time.
It's good we caught it in time. A few days later and the toxin would have built up in the internal organs. At that point, things would have been much more serious.
Oh
How
no.
did they successfully secure such a seldom-seen poison? It
Baiju,
seems the
yeah.
Fatui are extremely resourceful. Unfortunately for them, they were up against us.
The snake talks, I forgot.
Uncle Tien will be heading off now. Remember to get plenty of rest and avoid overexerting yourself while you're recovering.
Don't worry, I will. Thank you very much.
Yep.
Ah, you're here too? Thank you for all you've done to resolve this situation. I'll have to make some tea in a moment. You simply have to try it.
Feeling any better?
The exhaustion seems to have gone. My mind is steadily getting clearer again.
That's great.
Luckily, it looks like choosing the Tianshu's successor is suddenly not such a pressing issue after all.
Uh-huh. So Uncle Tian remains the Tianshu?
My work is mostly wrapped up, so I thought I'd take a minute to check in here. The assessment process comes to an end here, Uncle Tian. In my opinion, Zhi is not suitable for the position. But Qianwei and Mingbo both have potential.
You have my gratitude.
Mm-hmm.
People can change their loyalties easily. I've always known this. But whenever it happens, it's still a dismal experience.
Being betrayed's never fun. Especially when Uncle Tian treated him like a son.
Is Uncle Tian not that surprised?
What? He's not that surprised?
Don't underestimate Uncle Tian. He wouldn't have appointed me as assessment officer if he hadn't had his doubts about Zhi.
Oh, okay.
Normally, the Yue High Pavilion would be responsible for assessing the candidates. Isn't that right, Uncle Tian?
Yes, to be quite honest, I wanted to trust him unreservedly. But I have to be responsible with the position of Tianshu. When I first met Zhi, I wondered if he had approached me with a hidden agenda. So I secretly investigated him. I concluded that he had no ulterior motives whatsoever. He just saw me as an ordinary fishing friend.
Okay.
And even he changed. But when did it start?
None of this
I
ever
never had
happened.
any plans to recommend him directly, but I always intended to give him the chance to compete on a level playing field. Family background and fame mean everything to many people, but I don't attach great importance to them.
Mm-hmm.
I had no reputation to speak of when I first became Tianshu. I relied on Ganyu's assistance for all manner of things. What I really admired about Zhi was his intelligence and resilience.
His resilience obviously wasn't resilient
I have
enough
to admit, he's a smart
corruption.
guy and very cautious. The intel suggests that the Fatui saw him as very low risk, but Zhi was still extremely careful with the poisoning. He chose that specific liquor from Xingyue Kiosk because the fiery flavor would mask the bitterness of the poison, and he chose to wait until the Fatui official was drunk and had his guard down before delivering it to him. He also installed a secret compartment in the wine pot he bought to hold the poison. As the amount of liquor went down, he'd shake the pot to release the poison from the compartment into the liquor.
That's like some Death Note stuff.
Afterwards, we also found he had an antidote on him. Had the Fatui official grown suspicious, Zhi would have drunk the poisoned wine himself, and then found an opportunity to take the antidote shortly afterwards.
But that's still really dangerous.
Yes, had he drunk the poisonous wine, he still would have faced serious health consequences despite taking the antidote. He didn't hesitate to put himself in harm's way to achieve his goal.
How is Zhi now?
Well, I mean, he is sitting in a jail cell. Like Yanfei says, everyone who breaks the law has to pay the price. Still, he's cooperating.
Yanfei?
He didn't turn down my offer to
Yanfei
strike a
Gamia?
deal. I'll make sure there are plenty of guards around to keep him safe from anything the Fatui might be planning.
A deal? Does this have to do with what you said to him when you arrested him?
What did she say?
Yes, Zhi's not the one I'm interested in. If he was as far as this went, I'd have handed the case off to my subordinates as soon as I realized. But once the Fatui became involved, things got a whole lot more interesting. I thought I might have the chance to catch a big fish.
Well, did you?
Almost. Unfortunately, it slipped off the hook at the last second.
Uncle Tian? Yelan? What are you talking about? Paimon doesn't understand.
Zhi colluded with the Fatui to try and secure the position of Tianshu. Or, to put it the other way around, the Fatui made an attempt. With Yusupov in our hands and a statement from Jur E, we could afford to continue with a diplomatic. Also, we'd be able to gain control of Theophon, Yusupov's second in command. Pawns like this can be major assets. They open up all sorts of new options. Why else did you think I was investing so much time and effort into this cave?
So, okay, well, did your plan succeed?
We got halfway. The first part went off without a hitch, and we passed all the information on to Lady Ningguang. But when we tried to make contact with Theophon, he was gone, along with all the evidence.
The Fatui must be spying on us. Otherwise, they'd never been able to respond so quickly.
I found out from other sources that the Harbinger Regrator got involved.
Oh my gosh, a Harbinger is involved. Regrator? Who's Regrator?
The Fatui's main forces aren't concentrated here. Regrator was only treating this as a peripheral concern.
Okay.
It's a pity that Theophon got away. But knowing which Harbingers are still looking at Liyue is something. It gives me a starting point for my next mission.
I have to ask, Yelan, do you have any desire to take over the position of Tianshu yourself? I remember you showed some interest a few days ago at Yenshang Tea House. In my estimation, you are more than competent.
Oh, that. I was obviously joking. I prefer my current life. There's danger and there's excitement.
She sounds like child.
Although it'd still be a behind-the-scenes role. As Tianshu, I wouldn't have the chance to get involved in anything truly clandestine or face any real danger. Alright, I'm done here. Time for me to go. I'm heading off again in a few days and
Where are you off to this time?
Next adventure.
As you might have guessed. It's for me to know and you to find out. But I'm sure if you keep going as you are, getting yourselves involved in other people's business all the time, you're sure to get caught up in another misadventure before too long. Maybe I'll see you the next time danger beckons. Until then, keep your wits about you. A lot of people are watching you for a lot of reasons. If you have any more questions, just ask Uncle Tian. After the recent turn of events, I'd say he owes you one, wouldn't you?
Okay, and that was the end of Calculated Gambit. That was a pretty good story. MiHoYo never fails with their stories. They're always spot on. That was a lot of fun. We'll save the other stories for other streams down the line. As you can see, I have a lot of stories that I haven't completed yet. Where is the story quest? Right. So Thainari with Sino, Nilo, Nahida. I think this is a good point to end the stream. Thank you for dropping by. Hope you had a good start to 2023 and see you next time. Absolutely, and you did great detective work as well, by the way. Who knows, you might be recommended into the future position of Tianshu. But yeah, thank you for dropping by. We'll go through more stories the next time around. Have a good one.